We got another vid. They're regretting the Luka trade already. Ain't even been a full 2 months yet. Ain't even been a month.
Or AD was a disaster for Dallas. Exactly what the Mavericks were afraid might happen.
Dinwiddie.
So during the timeout, the Jumbotron did karaoke. Oh, that's fun. So
And
this
then the
dude
guy
pretends
shows
to
up. We all saw this.
be singing so he can get on and say, "Fire Nico!" And the camera
Oh.
guy immediately flips out. He's like, "Get off that guy now!" And to make things worse, security kicked him out of the game for that. Oh, now people...
Sacrificial lamb. He had to do it. You trade Luka for AD, who's hurt now. This is a bad look.
were real pissed. So a guy held up a sign that said fire GM Nico Harrison again. He was kicked out. So every time the new owner got out of his little seat to like use the bathroom or whatever, fans let him have it. You ruined our team. But why are they so mad? Obviously because they traded Luka. But also this new owner.
Quality? Hold on. Dang, it's 1080. Can I get the 4K? Dang, premium? Hedge no. Hedge no.
Just said something that is unforgivable. But in the game before, hey, AD looked great.
AD did look
for
crazy.
Like 30...
What do you have, like 20 and 11 in the first half or something? We thought the trade looked decent for half a second. Look at everybody cheering. Little did they know what they were about to see happen.
Minutes because he got injured, to the surprise of no one. Fans protested outside the arena, chanting "Fire!"
Bruh, this is Luka is the coach. He's gone. He's not coming back either. They traded that man away for a bag of chips. Now the Lakers have one of the best 25-year-olds in the league. In the biggest market in the NBA. Good lord. It's rigged, bro. It's rigged.
Nico. So this new owner gave an interview. Dude tried to explain why they traded a 25-year-old generational superstar for Davis.
He's 25. He ain't even hit his peak yet. Your peak is like 27 to 28. 29 sometimes, but you traded him at 25.
But made it 10 times
to the
worse.
Lakers. To the Lakers.
This might go down as one of the stupidest things an owner has ever said in sports. But before I got married, I had a few complicated relationships. I mean, marriage can still be complicated. Why do I feel so anxious if I don't immediately get a text back? Is it normal that, by the way, in the real world, question description, or why Luka got shipped to LA? So this guy's name is Patrick Dumont. He is part of the
Cuban. Didn't he sell most of the team, most of his stake of the team? And this is what you do immediately? Ridiculous. No loyalty. And they wonder why players just leave teams in the off season. Because even the owners don't have loyalty to the players. It makes no sense.
The Adelson Dumont family, who bought the Mavericks from Mark Cuban back in December 2023. Patrick is the governor, which means that he calls all the shots. It's like, you know, the Buss family owns the Lakers, but Jeannie Buss is actually in control. So Dumont was like, yeah.
She be making plays. She be running stuff, I ain't gonna lie though. She be making moves better than that guy.
I traded Luka, and here's why. First off, he says, no, we're not.
Dallas Mavericks are not moving to Las Vegas. Team owner said they're committed to investigating an arena whether or not Texas legalized casino. So it's all about gambling. What does the world come to?
Not moving the team.
Gambling has to be the reason why they might move. Ridiculous.
To Las Vegas, okay? That's a conspiracy theory. And no, I wasn't being cheap, okay? I'm not trying to save money by shipping off Luka. Instead,
why'd you do it?
He threw Luka under the bus. If you look at the greats,
it was defense.
In the league, the people you and I grew up with, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, Shaq O'Neal, they worked really hard every day with a singular focus to win.
Oh, Lord.
And if you don't have that, it doesn't work. And you
He's going to drop 60 points on you every time. Every time now. You're done for, buddy. He's going to average 60 points every time he walks into that Dallas Maverick arena.
shouldn't be part of the Dallas Mavericks. If you want to take a vacation, don't do it with us. Wow. Okay, without calling out Luka by name, he's basically calling him a lazy, selfish bum. But does this guy even watch basketball?
He doesn't. Look at him. You don't watch no basketball.
Shaq as one of the guys
Shaq was Kobe literally didn't like Shaq because he thought he was lazy. He said Shaq's potential was insane, but he thought his talent was way better than actually putting the work in, I guess. But Shaq is he's the outlier. He's the outlier, bro. Nobody in the NBA could guard Shaq if he was in it today. He would dominate everybody in the NBA today. This is just an outlier. Exception to the rule sometimes.
Part every day is a joke. Okay, one of the main problems between Shaq and Kobe was work ethic.
Literally.
The man used to come into camp out of shape. He once put off having surgery so that he could have his fun in the offseason. Shaq said, well, since I suffered the injury on company time, why shouldn't I also be able to get surgery and do recovery on company time? Basically like, yeah, F the team, okay? I'm trying to have fun in the offseason. And also Larry Bird. Okay, I love Larry Bird, right? But this guy got in a literal bar fight in the 1985 finals, which means he was in a bar late at night during the finals.
Good
he
Lord.
Said,
what? I
make mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes. I like to drink beer and go out and have a good time.
It's really what Luka does. What's the problem? There was also a video Luka was drinking the beer after they won the Western Conference Finals. And then I think it was Nico Harrison who came up and took the beer out of his hand.
Okay, I'm human. Which sounds a lot like, I don't know, a certain
Luka.
Slovenian basketball player. And how does he not mention Dirk Nowitzki when listing champions? There's a statue of him outside of your building.
Yeah.
Oh, but then somehow it got even worse. When asked about his GM, Dumont said, in Nico we trust. We had a tremendous run to the finals last year. But before that...
Because of Luka. It was like 70% Luka, 80% Luka, 90, 100%. Nah, never mind. Kyrie had like a good 40. Kyrie was like 50. I don't know. It's past 100%. I ain't gonna lie. With Luka and Kyrie, they were carrying that team. That's why they got to that final. They couldn't handle that juggernaut of the Celtics because Luka and Kyrie was handling them.
Year's trade deadline, our trajectory was not a playoff-bound team. Those trade moves made by Nico allowed us to achieve our potential and get to the NBA Finals, which is true. I mean, getting PJ Washington and Daniel Gafford.
That was a good pickup. And Gafford. They took him from the Wizards, but I'm glad he's flourishing now. Wizards are a dying team right now. We need Cooper Flag, and we good. That's me coping.
Gave them the defense and the depth they needed to support Luka. Luka is the reason they made it all the way to the finals.
He turned them into lob threats. He made Gafford look like DeAndre Jordan with Chris Paul.
It doesn't matter at all without Luka. I mean, if there's one thing that all NBA champions have in common, it's having a top 5 to
W having the Mavericks game in the back.
10 player, with like maybe one exception. So this owner not only showed in one interview that he doesn't know the NBA, but also he doesn't know how to run a team. It's like getting new tires on your Lamborghini and thinking the tires are the reason it goes so fast. Then you trade your Lambo for like a broken down Corvette and you're like, joke's on them. I kept those magic tires. You're an idiot. But the old owner actually tried to stop this trade from happening, okay? When Mark Cuban sold the team...
Mark Cuban, what are you doing? You should have got Luka to sign a contract and do a no-trade clause. They screwed you. They screwed you, Mark. They screwed you so bad.
In 2023,
you can't even
he
watch
was
your own
told he
team
got
now.
to keep basketball decision making, right? Well, that was a lie because Dumont did not even consult Mark Cuban in this, and when he heard about it, Cuban immediately called.
The jaw-dropping Luka Doncic trade reality wasn't already clear. Mark Cuban had no influence. Goodness gracious. The former majority owner of the franchise who still has a minority stake after selling. He sold 73%. Good Lord. Urged general manager not trade the 25-year-old garbage. Because it's dumb. Who does that? I've never seen anything like this. We've never seen anything like this. Look at Mark Cuban in this picture. They were probably best, but bro.
Well, GM Nico Harrison, by the way, who he hired, but it was too late. Nico was apparently done with Luka. And now we know why. Because reporter Mark Stein dropped a bomb. He says that Nico was mad because Luka refused to improve his diet, conditioning, and attitude with refs. We know that. He believed that the injuries would only get worse as Luka got older. And
so you say, hey, let's trade for Anthony Davis. The guy who gets hurt 80%. So it ain't AD's fault that he got traded because he had no say either. He didn't even know he was getting traded. But just trading injury players for injured player, that's so weird.
So Nico was not prepared to give Luka that $315 million.
They're cheap, that's why. NBA doesn't. They say they weren't cheap, but you ain't want to pay him $300 million. And you got all these problems with him.
Max extension. He was going to lowball the third highest average scorer in NBA history who just took them to the finals. Now you can see why so many fans are saying these new owners are cheap.
There's
they
no
don't
loyalty.
care about basketball. They don't want to pay some big luxury tax bill trying to win.
Luka, bruh, they think this man, it's almost like he died. Luka, for in GTA he died. But bruh, it's almost like they think this man passed away. He in California. You just catch a flight, go see him.
They just bought the team because they want gambling legal in Texas. That is it. So Nico Harrison believes.
They just want gambling. What the? I ain't gonna lie. I'm one of those. I don't even gamble too much unless it's just like at a special occasion like the Super Bowl or the finals or the All-Star weekend, but that's crazy because they push DraftKings, FanDuel now so much, but the players can't gamble. And now the players get mad because we always yelling at them for not hitting our parlays. We could have had this bread. We ain't even had the bread. The bread wasn't even in our bank account. The $10 was in our bank account. We could have got 10 bands. But it's cooked. This world is cooked, bruh. Gambling, really? That's the reason you buy the team?
Believes Luka has peaked.
Great.
Okay, Luka's best years are behind him. And we'll see
Heck
about
no, he ain't. He's 25. Now he gonna go to Lakers, be in shape and cook y'all. He gonna give y'all BTA every time he play y'all.
that. If that's how you feel, fine. But at least get a gigantic package for him. Instead, they got
AD and
a 6-year older
Max
Anthony
Christie.
Davis, Max Christie, and 1 pick. So
one
fans
pick. You
dug.
got 1 pick. You didn't even secure a first round pick. I mean, they probably did, but good lord. And Rudy Gobert went for 5 first round picks. Good lord.
Into Nico's past, and they found out he was in charge of that famous meeting that lost Steph Curry from Nike. So there was a famous pitch where Nike mispronounced Steph's name as Stephon right to his face.
So you
And
just love messing up, huh? You just love fumbling bags. That's what we seeing.
they forgot to switch out Kevin Durant's picture in a PowerPoint.
That's crazy.
Nico
I remember
was
that.
Steph's point man at Nike, meaning that this meeting
That's crazy disrespectful. You was about to secure Stephen Curry and you say they didn't even proofread. They didn't even proofread the slide before they post. That's insane. Somebody lost their job that day. I'd be shook if I did that. I know I would go into a panic attack.
was his meeting that went wrong. So to put in perspective why these fans are so angry, it's kind of like when LeBron left Cleveland for the first time to go to Miami, right? Like he grew up there. Fans felt so betrayed that he would leave them. They burned his jersey. But now
Well, first off, that's almost the same. Not even the same situation actually. This man Braun, they was not getting Braun no help, so he said, "Let me go form my own team." But this also started the no loyalty thing with players. I'm not gonna lie, it was between him and that Celtics team because we ain't gonna act like Ray Allen, KG, Paul Pierce, and Rondo weren't on the same team. Man, that's when NBA was peak. I just reminisce.
imagine if it was your own team that caused the breakup. I mean, these fans went from Dirk directly to Luka, and they know how lucky that is.
Transition.
And they blew it. Look at this neat little chart that I made about how long teams usually have to wait between championship level stars. Only teams with a title are ones I listed. The
Knicks, Willis Reed, Lou Alcindor. Yeah, that was pretty good. Cavs, star number 1, nobody. LeBron, Nikola Jokic. Oh my gosh. I didn't even see this down here. Good. 51 years? They haven't had a superstar? Good God almighty. 38 years. 32. 37. 29. Yeah, ain't nobody living up to Jordan. I ain't gonna lie. D Rose could have been the one. He could have been. Rockets, Hakeem. Yeah, ain't nobody else. Raptors. Yeah, Vince wasn't a superstar. Bill DeLaire, that was clean. Isaiah Thomas, Chauncey Billups. Chauncey, was he considered a superstar? I guess, yeah. Chauncey was cool. He was tough. Allen Iverson and Joel, 7 years. Kawhi to Wemby, that's good. D-Wade, if you put Chauncey Billups up here, can we at least put Jimmy? Is that clean? Jimmy definitely took them to the finals. But I guess long term, I guess. And what is this? Magic Johnson? To Magic Johnson? What typo? Excuse me, star number 1. Can we get a typo?
The Knicks haven't had a championship level guy since Willis Reed.
Unless you about to say
51
why.
years, unless you count Patrick Ewing. Then the Bucks had to wait 38 years between Kareem and Giannis. Cavs waited 32 seasons before they finally got LeBron James. Some of these I kind of stretched a bit, like AI and Embiid, but you get the point. Good luck, by the way, of getting a free agent to go to Dallas now.
Heck
Kyrie
no.
is probably so pissed.
Yeah, Kyrie gotta be mad.
After making the finals last year.
Then Clay joined, and he's playing okay. He could have just stayed with the Warriors for all. He thought he was gonna be playing with Luka and Kyrie.
Specifically went to Dallas to play with Luka. Now, hey, maybe trading Luka was the right thing, and we'll all look like idiots. But most likely, it could be another 30-plus years before they get a player like him again. So fans have all the right in the world to boo this guy Patrick Dumont and Nico Harrison and not get...
They just started this kid's villain arc story. He is a villain now. He already talking about fire. He's a villain. Look at his face. He on bad timing already.
Patrick Dumont and Nico Harrison and not get kicked out of the game. But another star is going to be on the move this offseason. Both Trae Young and...
Trae Young was traded for Luka. They were a part of the trade. Now Trae Young might be out of Atlanta. Those are two, like, I think we can put Trae in the superstar. We'll keep him all-star. But Luka's definitely a superstar. But Trae and Luke, it was a seamless trade, but now they both in shambles because both their teams just didn't mess with them, I guess. They could have just kept the trade. We could have had Luka in a Hawks jersey and Trae in Dallas, but same situation might have happened.
And Kevin Durant are probably on new teams after what the Suns and Hawks did at the trade deadline. But the number one team rumored for KD is wild. You would never think in a million years that they've got a shot at a player like KD.
Whoa, why you cliffhanging me like that? I might have to go and react to that. Shout out to AM Hoops. I'm going to subscribe. Shout out to him, bro. WVid again.